Hello everyone, welcome back to some bridge. Just felt like playing some today. Today's Daylong, the free Daylong for today anyway, is an 8 board just declare. So it should be what's the word I'm thinking of? It should be shorter than my average video, but we'll see. We're in 3 now. East preempted 3 hearts, and West has led the king of spades. Presumably, also holds the ace. A low spade next would put me to the most difficulty, but I expect a heart switch. And then I can just attack clubs. The issue with a low spade is that then East would no longer be a safe hand to take finesses into. Because for all I know, he has 3 small spades and could win the club finesse and return a spade to West, right? But it seems that's not what's happening. They're continuing spades. And now switching. Huh. Well, I appear to currently have 2 losers. Assuming East doesn't have all 4 diamonds, which would be quite unlikely. And I can play on clubs to try to lose fewer tricks. I'm overtaking here and running the queen. There is this slight issue, which is what exactly is East's holding? Could he have the stiff king of clubs? He kind of has to have the king of clubs, right? What has he made his 3 heart overcall on? The jack of spades, the jack of hearts, and the jack of diamonds? It's just not possible. East has to have the king. So I will not finesse. I will play load the ace. And then back. Okay. Nothing much we could have done there. If the diamonds are 4-0 with East, is there anything I can do now? No, right? Maybe if I had tested diamonds before attacking clubs, I could do something, but as it is, we just cash any diamond, and yeah, if West has 4, it's fine. We could cash the club to pitch a diamond from dummy, but the diamond is a winner. And we can actually arrange to win the last trick with the 7 just for style points. There you go. Get beard, idiot. Okay, so 8 hearts to the jack and the king of clubs. Very funny. There's nothing wrong with the bid. It's just not a lot of points in the heart suit is all. And so when we had every other point, I was usually you play the person who finessed and not have side suit honors, but I had seen so much else that I knew East had to have the king of clubs. There's no way Gibb makes a preempt with just a couple jacks. We're in 4 diamonds. 1, 2, 3, I guess inviting? Okay. Partner, I don't know what 3 hearts is supposed to be. I made a game try and partner said, "Oh, my hand is almost good enough to go to game. What do you think about hearts?" But he doesn't actually have anything. I don't know. I guess it could be kind of a way to try to signal spade shortness, if that's useful. I don't know. Doesn't make much sense. We have 4 trump tricks. 3 side suit tricks is 7. We're going to need more than that. Alternatively, we could see it as 3 side suit tricks and then try to take 7 or 8 roughs. That seems like the way to go, so some cross rough plan. West tries to cut it off. Reasonable. But we can now cross-ruff mostly high. I need to risk cashing this Ace King of Hearts early. West could have 5, but, like, usually he won't. Any chance I could lead up to the king here? So that East isn't in a position to ruff a winner? The problem with doing that is that then I'm spending a dummy entry not ruffing a club. But maybe that's okay. Maybe I just need to ruff, like, a spade in dummy, 1 spade in dummy, 1 club in hand, and then the rest I can high cross ruff sort of at my leisure. I think that makes sense. So ace of spades, spade ruff, heart. Assuming it holds, spade ruff, club ruff, that seems fine. And that way, if West does have 5 hearts, we suffer a little bit less. Okay, we did it. No way West has a stiff club. It's just not a thing. So we can ruff this. And ruff a spade and come home with 10 tricks. As advertised. With hearts 3-3 and diamonds splitting, it's possible you could make more tricks if you drew trump, maybe? You'd still want some spade ruffs, and your entries are a little precarious, but I bet you could do it. Because you have hearts as entries to ruff the spades and to draw trumps, kind of. If that happens, you're losing... I don't know. It still seems hard to come to 11 tricks. You're losing a club for sure. You're losing a heart for sure. So in order to outscore me, you have to lose nothing else. Which means you have to be able to ruff all 3 spades in the dummy, while still drawing trump and losing a heart. It seems very difficult. I don't know. It was club, diamond. If we play ace of spades, spade ruff. Heart. Spade ruff, heart, spade ruff, heart. I guess that works, right? So it should say double dummy is making 11. Making it. Yeah. It says you actually can make 5 at this point by trying to ruff all the spades and counting on clubs and hearts and spades to break. Sorry, hearts and diamonds. I don't think it's such a good line. 1 club, 3 clubs. I have 14. Dummy has a 22. I don't have too... I mean, like, West didn't overcall. That's interesting. East, we don't know much about. It would be tough for him to bid. We're losing a club, 2 spades, and a heart at least. Might lose another spade to a ruff, or we might lose a diamond. Okay, so that's pretty interesting, isn't it? West had ace, king, 5th of spades, and did not bid here. So he's got, like, nothing else. Which is reinforced by East switching to king of hearts, showing the king and the queen. We can set up the heart jack to pitch dummies diamond loser, so we're just losing a heart and a club unless something unlikely happens. We have to... I don't know. I think we can just win the ace and draw trump here. Like, maybe if East has 5 hearts, you're supposed to duck and then finesse the second round so that West can't win the club, cross to his partner in hearts, and get a heart ruff. But I don't care about the heart ruff. They can't ruff out my jack. I can play low over ruff, draw trumps, and then cash the jack. So I don't think there's any good reason to duck here. Oh, plus we know East has the ace of clubs anyway, because West would have overcalled if he had it. So that's another reason why there's no need to duck the heart. And ducking could be disastrous if West had a singleton heart, unlikely as that is. Anyway, I'll claim the remainder, pitching a diamond on a heart. I don't know. Maybe there's some way you could false card in spades to discourage the spade ruff? Play the jack earlier or something? I don't think West is falling for it, but maybe. West passes, and then we get into this game force where East doesn't overcall at the 2 level, but that doesn't mean much. Yeah, everyone's getting that score, I guess. Pretty flat event so far. Not a lot of opportunities to get a ton of match points. But that's how it is with these just declare hands. A lot of times the most swingy thing is what auction people arrive at. Only when... I don't know. Sometimes the hand provides scope for a lot of skill in play, and sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, where are we? We're in 3 now. The spades? West has led a spade, which is sort of weird. I think we're putting in the 8 here. Well, yeah. If East plays low, I can let the 8 hold, but I'm not sure what to do after that. Because I don't know what is happening in spades. What kind of hand makes West want to lead a spade here? I don't know. I mean, we bid everything. But the 7 looks like shortness, right? Jack 9-7 is not a very good lead. So East probably has at least 3, maybe 4. And I guess if he does have Jack 9-4, putting in the 8 doesn't even help. It's only useful if West has made a weird lead from Jack 4th. So... Huh. I want, like, you can either set up the clubs or the diamonds, or you can, like, test spades, but ordering all those things is tricky. Like, you could play ace of spades and then spade to the king, testing the spades, and then, like, if they split, you work on diamonds to create an entry to get back to dummy, maybe? And if they don't split, you go after the clubs while you're in hand? Abandoning the last spade over there? But what if you just win the spade with the king and go after clubs immediately? The only issue with that is you're not sure whether to pitch spades or not. You definitely don't want to pitch a heart. The hearts are crucial to ensure that you can survive 2 heart leads. On the other hand, Well, let's say we're only taking 3 spade tricks. We can set up probably 5 clubs to go with our 1 diamond. That would be 9 tricks. And then, depending on how they defend or how spades split, maybe we can get more tricks than that. But I think that's the baseline, is win the king of spades, cash clubs, pitching diamonds. Hoping the spades come in. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there any reason to put in the 8? I can't think of one. I don't want to lead the ace here because I have to pitch more from dummy. I'd rather just immediately lose one. Nice to lose it to east because he can't switch to a heart. The issue is, though, we didn't find out how spades are splitting. If these spades are all losers, as I sort of suspect they might be, then what we want to do is duck this diamond to set up a second diamond trick. Then they probably switch to a heart. They get like 2 hearts. Well, maybe 2 hearts. I don't know. It also seems like East's led a low diamond. It could be from the king. I don't know about that. I'm not sure how much to trust my belief about what the robots would lead as part of like my evidence for what's going on in spades. Because I don't totally understand them. I guess playing low is good insurance. The clubs might not break either. The problem is it's just like probably just making 3, but maybe that's fine. Okay. All right, at least we're getting a heart trick. The spades were coming in. Yeah, so jumping on the ace of diamonds would have been more profitable. Now we can pitch all of the potential club losers and just cash like everything. Yeah, I mean, a greedier play would have worked. I just couldn't understand, like, who leads a spade there? I think we're going to get an awful score. Why are we leading a spade? Like, really? Not the queen of hearts? Okay, 40. I mean, we could have taken 12 tricks. Win the king, duck a club, win the diamond switch, cash 6 spades, 5 clubs, and a diamond, right? West overcalls 2 diamonds, leads a diamond. Sure. Looks like we're roughing a spade, losing a club, and that's about it. Are we taking a trump finesse? I suppose we may as well. Because I can take 2. Now, it's not that likely West has singleton king, right? Like, it could happen. But it's not likely. And I think I want to do that before I take the spade ruff. In case West has, like, 2 spades and 1 or 2 smallish hearts, but, like, not just, you know, like the 6-4 of hearts or something. I don't want him roughing in front of the spade. Oh, okay. Figured out the heart position. They're splitting. We have a club to lose. Maybe there's some way that the opponent with the last spade, like if the spades are 4-4, the opponent with the highest spade may not know they can afford to pitch it, and they may feel themselves squeezed between spades and clubs. Seems unlikely, but it's free to play for. It's no longer going to work. Somebody's pitched a spade. Yeah. All right. I mean, easy 5, I guess. I imagine the field is doing just as well. Like, how could this be anything but 50%, you might ask? I'm sure someone will find a way to bungle it. But it should be a very normal result. 62, my best result of the day. Okay, sure. We're in 4 spades. 1 no. Spade 1 no. We bid 2 hearts, 3 spades, 4 spades. Yeah, seems like a good auction from both partners. Partners 3 spades may be a tiny bit conservative, but pretty normal. We have 5 spade tricks. King of hearts is... I don't know. Problem is I can't really rough hearts. I need to pitch them on minor suit. Okay. So I have 1 heart loser to get rid of. We could do something like play ace queen of clubs or ace of diamonds, diamond to the queen. The idea being we don't get the finesse, but even no matter what happens, we'll have set up the jack of clubs to pitch a heart loser, right? And that way we don't need a ruff, and we get the club while we still have spades as entries to dummy. We certainly at this point do not want to just like draw trump. Another thing we could do would be like, I'll rough the heart. Like, spades are probably 3-2. Most of the time that's true. But I think taking some minor suit finesses first seems like an improvement. Because if the finesse wins, you're doing great. And if it loses, it's not bad. If you can win both finesses, you'll produce some actual extra tricks. I want the diamond first because if it wins... I get to stay in dummy to try the club finesse. Okay. So draw a trump. They're splitting. Unblock the diamonds. Right. I mean, sort of anything works here. But I guess it would be dangerous to rough a heart, because then we would need to rough back to hand. Anyway, we don't need to do that. We can just cross. Cash the diamond, pitching our heart loser. I'll just claim so I don't mess it up. But cast the diamond, pitching a heart loser. That's definitely the right play. It looks like we could have taken the club finesse and then roughed the heart. But isn't that the same? Like, you're still losing a diamond, right? $61? Huh. Beats me. Board 7, we're in 4 spades. Spade, 2 clubs... 4 spades. Yeah. Pretty normal auction. Looks like the main thrust of the hand is to try to take 5 spades and 5 clubs. Or 6 spades and 4 clubs if that's how you count roughing a club. But it would be nice to win a diamond trick. I think that's just not happening. You're gonna run out of trumps if you do that, right? I mean, I don't know. If trumps are 3-2, you can play it like a dummy reversal where you rough all of dummy's hearts in your hand and then play queen, ace, king to draw trumps. And then you get to pitch dummy's diamonds on clubs and say dummy's good-ish. Well, I mean, you'll still lose a diamond or two, but I think if trump are not 3-2, you're going to be in trouble no matter what, right? If you rough this and draw some number of trump, maybe, somewhere between 0 and 2, then play club rough, you'll be out of ways to get back to your hand to finish drawing trump and cash the clubs, except for roughing another heart, which will be fine if spades are 3-2, but will fail if spades are 4-1. So trying to set up the clubs depends on the spades breaking. Or perhaps on the clubs breaking, right? If you play... Yeah, maybe what you do is you rough this, ace, king of spades, queen, ace, king of clubs. If the suit splits, you don't need to rough a club, and so you can just draw the last spade. If the suit doesn't split, well, someone can rough your king, but you still have a spade. You still have sufficient trump control to rough the last club and get back to hand to enjoy the 5th club. I think that makes sense. Let's play it that way. So win this. 2 spades, although the jack is very worrying. Okay. Well, I guess we're not roughing a club. We're hoping the clubs split. Actually, wait, West pitched a club on the spade, right? I think that's true. On the second round of spade, which was West's first opportunity to discard, I believe a club was pitched. Yeah, but clubs were 5-1, so West still has a club stopper. So we're going to go down 2 here. I don't know. I don't think we could have done any better. Clubs 5-1, spades 4-1. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I mean, I guess you could attack diamonds, but there's no, you don't have time. It's not going to work. I think down 2 should be an okay result. Yeah, 62. Last board, board 8. We're in 3 diamonds. Both opponents passed. West balanced against 2 diamonds. Didn't want us to play that. And East suggested clubs. But notably, West didn't wander in after a diamond Only after we had bid diamonds and spades did West wander in. So, I mean, not a huge surprise, but West probably doesn't have a very good spade holding. You could tell that just by looking at the dummy, but I like to review the auction to see what inferences I can draw. Well, we're going down, I can tell you that. We're going to lose 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and a diamond. At least. I don't know. Maybe they can be persuaded to stop leading clubs. No. Do I believe that West has King 5th of hearts? If so, I should maybe rough this. The problem is, like, if he does have King 5th of hearts, I don't think any particular diamond is going to work out well. Like, roughing high is just extremely unlikely to help. Roughing low, I mean, I don't know. If West has the 10, maybe it accomplishes something. 10 of diamonds, but like 10 third maybe, 10x. I don't think he's gonna have 3. Also, I think he might have balanced with 2 hearts if he had 5 of them. So I think it's probably just 4, and we should just win this. Okay. Now, how to tackle the diamonds. West has turned up with King of Hearts and Ace of Clubs, I believe. I don't totally remember the club position, but didn't we have the Queen and Jack? It kind of seems like West ought to have the Ace of Diamonds. That puts him at 11 high card points, which argues, like, you know, maybe he shouldn't have that, or he would have opened, but I don't think he can really double here with just 7. Like a human would, but I don't think Gib would. So we're going to lead a diamond through West's ace, rather than, like, crossing the spades to lead one, which is just super dangerous anyway. But we could try, like, finessing against the 10 somewhere. I don't think I will. Low to the Jack. Yes. And now we know the diamonds are splitting. They get their promotion. Good for you. Sigh. Okay. Really? West had ace 10x of diamonds. Okay. I mean, a decent result, nothing incredible. Can I see my provisional results? 85? 85? I didn't do anything. Yeah, we did have the Queen and Jack of clubs, so... Like, I guess you could panic and rough here. I don't think it even costs, really. Right? Yeah, as long as you don't rough with the Jack, it doesn't matter what you do. You could, yeah, leading the King of Diamonds, that would be a bad play. Don't do that. Maybe that's what people were doing. That was the only thing I could think of when I was like, maybe they messed up the diamonds. But yeah, leading the king here would be specifically the way to mess up diamonds. After this, like, you obviously put up the Jack, and you can't, there's no problems left. I don't know, 85? How did such a huge percentage of BBO's player base lose another trick on this hand? I think it must have been they led the king. There's just no reason. Or I don't know. It's a mystery. Oh, I mean 59. It's whatever. Board 4 was my bad result, huh? Oh yeah, that was the one where I could have made 6 instead of 4. But I mean, this looks like pretty sound. Played better than the field consistently, but not a lot better, I guess. It's hard because there's not always an opportunity to do much better. And it's just like what percentage of the field blundered. This 8, though, it seems as though I did something actually smart, but I just can't find it. I think it must just be a lot of the field blundered somehow. I don't know. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.